Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We were just waiting on a couple of people to join there. Hi Michael, hi Ross, hi everyone. Looks like we're getting more and more people joining now, so thanks again for coming into this live webinar. My name's Matt Wiles, InfoServe, of course. And today what we're going to be looking at is how you can improve your Google listings, your Bing listings, to help your business get found higher on the search engines. So we've got some really good tips to go through with you in a moment. Just waiting on everyone joining now because there's a few late arrivals. What I'm going to be doing is sharing my screen as well. So let me just try and do that now. Hopefully it is now sharing a Google screen here. Yeah, we're going to be sharing the screen, and we're going to be running through some of your listings. So just whilst we get set up here, bear with me a moment. What I'm going to do is share a screen on Google, and what I want to get is some business names, if that's okay. So whoever would like to give me their business name to start off this workshop, as we're calling it, and what we'll do is we'll do a check on your business. We'll look at Google, and what we'll do is you use that as an example, and everyone else hopefully will be able to relate to that, because hopefully everyone has a business listing on Google. So if someone wants to give me their business name, whoever wants to volunteer for me to pick someone out, I'll give a few more seconds for people to join and give the business name. Just looking at the chat now. Thanks. There's a few coming through. Okay, so just to give you a bit of background as to what we're doing is we're going to be launching a regular webinar series. Now we're doing this, obviously, clearly I'm working from home today. So just for everyone that's now joined, my name is Matt Wiles. I'm the operations manager here at InfoServe. Fundamentally, we want to help small businesses throughout the UK. We have a massive opportunity at the moment to do that. We've got a vast amount of experience. We've been working in this business for 20 years, established in 1999. So we've got huge experience in the digital marketing world. And so what we're going to be doing on a regular basis is basically giving you advice and tips to help your business grow online, and for you to do the things that you can do yourself, and to basically put these into practice straight away. Now, obviously, someone's given me a business name here, so I've picked out at random here, Coco Beauty Spa. So whoever's given me Coco Beauty Spa, thank you very much. So I've got a couple now coming through. I'm going to pick those out in a second. Okay, so like I say, we're doing this on a regular basis. So what we encourage you to do is every day at 2 p.m, we're going to go live. We're going to be looking at local listings today. So we're going to be looking at your Google listing. Tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is looking at your website and your website ranking, and how you can change small things on your website to get yourself found higher on Google, on Bing, all the search engines. So we're giving you another 5 tips tomorrow to help you improve your website. And these are all free tips. There's really, we're just really here to help businesses at the moment, and obviously such a crucial time at the moment. We understand probably going through some challenges, and so hopefully this might help a bit. So let's start with Coco Beauty Spa. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is type in your business name into Google. Now I want to start by saying that we know, and we've heard this a similar story from Google and Microsoft, that most people end their searches by typing your business name into Google. And what that means is people might have looked for you originally by searching for beauty salon Kirkburton, which is where you're based. People might have searched beauty salon Huddersfield, for example, and they might have found your business on Google, but they don't call you straight away. People usually do 2 or 3 more searches. They usually leave it a few days. They usually sometimes speak to their partners or their friends to get a bit of feedback. And what we find is that when that person's made a decision on using you as a business, they simply go to a search engine and type your business name into that search engine. And so this is where I'm going to start, because this is the final search that people do before they use your business. And one thing we notice a lot at InfoServe is a lot of businesses, and I completely understand why, because clearly business owners are going to be busy people, but a lot of businesses miss this crucial part of their brand on Google, their brand on Bing. So what I'm looking at here is Cocoa Beauty Spa, the brand on Google, and this is how your brand is represented on Google. So what I want everyone to do is, first of all, I hope you've got a pen, because we've got 5 tips coming up. But what I want you to do is, after this short webinar, is to do a search on Google for your business name. Just simply type your business name into Google and then do the same on Bing. So don't just do it on Google, do the same on Bing. And some of you might be doing that right now, I'm sure, but you're going to have plenty of time to look at that in a moment. And then I want you to have a look at how your business is represented on the search engines, okay? Because that is crucial. This is what makes or breaks a potential inquiry to you. People are now going to make a real decision whether they pick up the phone. Because remember, when you're on mobile, you can make a call to your business directly from Google itself on a mobile phone. So what I'm looking at here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm looking on the right-hand side here of Google. So if you have a look on the right-hand side, it says Cocoa Beauty Spa, and you've got some images there. You've got the business name, you've got the address, and we've got the opening hours. Now, I just want to pay attention to the opening hours, because the question that I need to put to everyone at the moment is, during this current climate and what's going on at the moment, has everyone updated their opening hours? It's imperative. You have to update your opening hours. What people are looking for over 90% of the time is opening hours and having correct opening hours. So make sure you check this on Google and check it on Bing as well. So the first tip is opening hours and the basic business information. So I hope you make a note of that and check that. So for the Cocoa Beauty Spa, I see that you have some different opening hours. You closed on Sunday, closed on Tuesday. I'm sure that's up to date and correct, but a lot of the time we do see those being out of date. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down, and what I'm looking for next, I'm still on point 1 here, by the way. Point 1 is update your business information. So just like I say, check the address, check your opening hours. These are all the basic bits and bobs. Check the phone number, of course. Is that the best phone number at the moment? All this is absolutely crucial at the moment, given the current situation we're in. But I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to say, well done, Cocoa Beauty Spa. This is a 10 out of 10 so far. One thing you've got is you've got a business description. And so a business description is critical as well, because we know that over 60% of people that look at your business on Google, the business listing here on Google, what they do is more people tend to phone businesses that have more information on their business listing. And apparently it's over 60% according to Google. So what you've got here is a short business description. Now that's good. Maybe being a bit hasty giving you a 10 out of 10 Cocoa Beauty Spa. Maybe what I would say is you could add more information to this. So what I'd recommend is adding a bit more information about what's happening at the moment, kind of what steps are you taking for COVID-19. You could add it all here. This is the first thing that people are reading about your business. So just bear that in mind. Maybe that's a great place to start by saying, we're open for business, or you've got maybe a discount running at the moment. Are there any offers that you can put on? I recommend having that highlighted in that first line. What do you specialize in? How long have you been established? Think about the kind of unique selling points. Think about one of the unique selling points that your business offers, the value proposition, and this is where you want to put it here. Okay, so opening hours. So what I'm going to do, just to update everyone, I'm going to tell you in a minute how to update all this. So it's going to be very easy for you to update all this. I just didn't want to go into that at this stage because a couple of people are asking, how do we update this? Well, just to give you a quick insight, to update anything like this in terms of your Google listing, you simply click on the box here at the top right of Google. You might see this this box here. You've got to be signed into Google. So you've got to be signed in. But as soon as you click on that, within this list of apps, you'll see Google My Business. And I would advise not doing that yet. We'll come back to that at the end, but that's all you need to do. You just go into that and then go into your app, Google My Business, because this is your Google My Business listing. That's what Google calls this as a brand name. So back to the business description. So make sure that you use your business description to tell everyone what you do and what makes you different. So Coco Beauty Spa and everyone else that's listening to this, I want you to think about, why would I choose your business over the next competition? What makes you different to that next person, that next competitor? So for example, InfoServe, I mean, I said it at the start, we were established in 1999. So there we go. That's a good one straight away. We're a Google Premier Partner. You know, I'm sure you've all got things that you can relate to that makes you a little bit different to the competition. So make sure you pop that in your business description. Can't get my words out. So that's basically the basic business information. So description, opening hours, phone number, and the address. So that's just tip 1. Tip 2 is so important, and this is so often overlooked. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look at Coco's photos, and then I'm going to have a look at someone else's business just to make it fair. But let's have a click on Coco's beauty salon's photographs, because this is tip number 2, the photos. So you simply click on the tab where it says photos. And this is fantastic, guys. This one has updated their photos, and there's a lot of good photos in here, a lot of good images. So again, this ties into if someone's going to use you or not as a business. This is where people are making their decision. So imagine this, you know, you've got to put yourself in your consumer's shoes, potential customers' shoes. If you don't have good looking photos, interior photos of your team, photos of you, the human element, the service, the products you offer, if you're missing those crucial types of photos and you're missing potential inquiries, you will be amazed at just how massively impacted conversion rates are when you don't have photos of your service, maybe a before and after photo, maybe it's a photo of your team, etc. Like I say, so you'll be amazed at just how conversion rates are affected negatively if you haven't updated photos. So in terms of this one, it's looking really good. You've even got photos of the team, but let's, for fairness sake, have a look at one of our other examples that someone's asked to look at. So I'm going to type into Google another one here, home style interiors, and hopefully this should be the one. So you guys are based in Hartlepool, England. Looks good, looks good. I think I've got the right one here. Okay, so home style interiors. We're going to skip over the business description and the opening hours, and we're going to dive straight into the photos. So on the photos here, you've got an interior shot here of obviously one that you've maybe designed or done for a client. And there are certainly indeed a lot of photos in here. Do these represent your business? Do these represent your business well? Are you wanting more photos in here, maybe before and after? Because that's sometimes a good one to show. We know that businesses that have photos, looking at my Google stat here, businesses that have photos get 42% more requests for directions and 30% more phone calls. So businesses that have good photos, photos of the team, photos of the interior, photos of the exterior, before and after shots, those businesses get 42% more requests for directions. What do I mean by requests for directions? Well, if I'm on a mobile phone, and even indeed on a desktop as I am here, I can request directions to this business. And so it's incredible how much these little bits of added extras will increase your conversion rates. So bear in mind, 88% of searches for local businesses on mobile contact businesses within 24 hours. So that's 88% of mobile searches tend to contact businesses, listings like this, local listings, within 24 hours. So we believe, and we're saying this from our own knowledge, we don't need anything in return from you guys. We're saying this genuinely. We believe the Google listing is the most powerful online marketing tool that your business has. And we say that with great passion because we know how much it can impact a business. So make sure you update those photos because we know that gets a lot more conversions. So hopefully this is helping everyone so far. So we've got the basic information on the business, including the description. Put your unique selling points in the description. When were you established? And then we've got the photos. So tip number 3. Tip number 3 is something that this company, Homestyle Interiors, have done. And it is called a Google post. And you won't believe this, but I rarely find a business on Google listings that has a post. I would go as far to say as all the hundreds and hundreds of businesses that I've seen on Google before, maybe less than 10% have used the Google Post tool. So within the Google My Business platform, again, we'll be showing you how to get to that in a moment, you can add posts. So I'm sure you've all used Facebook posts or Twitter posts before. Well, believe it or not, you can do the same on Google. And when you write a post on Google My Business, that post shows in the search results on Google. So it's absolutely incredible, this feature. So Homestyle Interiors have written a post and created a post, and here it is. So 10 out of 10 guys for doing this. I'm really impressed. Basically, what it seems that Homestyle are using these posts for is just to show off their work and show off what they've done for customers, which I highly recommend. This is making me trust the business a lot more. Think about it. When your consumers are making a decision on whether they should use your business or not, if they can see the work that you've done for past clients, that consumer is going to trust you a lot more if they can see that work that you've done, and if you are actually actively talking about the work and describing the work. What Homestyle have done here is they've added pictures of their work and products and services, and I would recommend that you use the post function to put things like special offers, for example, because one thing you can do with this is create an actual special offer. And so when you do that, that special offer will show on the search results of Google. Now, sometimes it's further up, depending on what we're looking at on Google. But like I say, all I've done is type in the business name, and their post is right there, and it's on the first page of Google. So use Google Posts to do special offers, to do how-to guides, maybe to put pictures of what you've done for customers. That's a great little tool that Google have launched on the Google My Business tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now with Homestyle Interiors, I'm going to ask for a couple more businesses to put their names forward. So I've got a handy assistant with me. His name's Josh. Shout out to Josh in the background. You can't see him, but he's given me the business names. So Josh, if you can fire across a couple of more business names, we'll check those out in a second. But tip number 4. So we've done business description, we've done the photos, we've done the posts. Now we're going to look at tip number 4, which is the category on your business listing. So I'm zooming in here and I can see on Homestyle Interiors, they've got the category as interior designer Hartlepool. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. What I want to do though is I want to check the website to see if Homestyle Interiors are using that same keyword on their website. So I'm going to give you a huge tip now, which will hopefully boost your Google listing position. So I'm just going to go to the website Homestyle Interiors. Okay, and great looking website. Websites come tomorrow, guys. So log in tomorrow to the webinar and we'll be talking about how you can get more inquiries from your website and how you can get it found higher on Google organically, but that's for tomorrow. But what I'm looking for on the website is I'm looking for something called the title tag. Now, for those that know what a title tag, if you look at the top of your website, the window of your browser, on the window of your browser, you'll have a tab that's open. So, for example, if I was to open another tab on my browser now, for example, if I go to Facebook, on the tab, it would say that I'm on Facebook. But I'm just looking at the tab on my window here, and it says on the tab, I can read it. It says Interior Design, Hartlepool, Durham, Homestyle Interiors. So that's right at the top above the website in the tab of the browser. And the good news for this interior design company is that they have indeed used the keyword in their title tag on their website. And so we're going to talk about title tags more tomorrow. So if anyone's wanting more help on this or how to update their title tag, don't worry. We'll be showing you tomorrow how you can update your title tag. But effectively, what we're going to do is show you that you need to match the main category on your Google My Business listing to the title tag on your website. So I'm going to go to another Google My Business listing now, one at random. We've got a wedding car company here. So that sounds like a good one because I know obviously at the moment with weddings, etc., it is a difficult time. But that said, I know that there's a lot of people now with plenty of time at home. Search volume has actually increased for a lot of industries. So whilst I'm sure there's a lot of you feeling a bit apprehensive about search volume, we're seeing an increase in many different verticals and industries. And actually, we've seen a slight increase with wedding services. So it's early days, so we don't know for sure if this is just a weak trend or what's happening. But we're finding that people are actually booking ahead for their weddings. So I'd recommend that you need to increase the online presence and make sure you're getting found above the competition. So I'm looking at another one here, and what I'm going to do is, on this one, I can't see a category on this one, so I don't know if it's been updated, but what I'm going to do is check the photos, just do a quick audit on this one, and indeed you've got some fantastic photos. Well done. Let's just do our quick check. You've got the business description here, so that's fantastic. There's no current post, so I'd recommend that you put a post and use that function on Google My Business. Just to kind of reiterate, if you actively use these features on Google My Business, if you actively use the post function, keep updating that, you will find that you might see a little bit of a boost in your ranking. So when someone's searching for wedding cars in the Croydon and London area, you might find that you're by using these Google tools like the post function, you might find your ranking improves a little bit. Now I'm going to dive to another one here because we've got many coming through. KV Designs. Let's see. This is a good one to look at. I'm just on point 4 still, looking at we're looking at the category, and it says fitted furniture supplier Dewsbury. So KV Designs, what I'm going to do now is check that you've got that category on your website. So we're looking for fitted furniture company. Now, KV Designs, I'm looking at the title tag. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to show you how to look at title tags and how to edit title tags. I'm looking at your title tag, and it says company name, dash KV Designs, all fitted. That's great website, fantastic website, but my only concern is that you haven't updated your title tag. and indeed it doesn't have the keyword in the title tag. So just to remind you, your keyword needs to be fitted furniture supplier Dewsbury, and that should be in the title tag as well. And once you match that up, once you match the website title tag and the Google title tag, you will see, we've seen it before, the boost in rankings for these Google listings. It is fantastic. So it's a great little trick to make sure that your title tag has that keyword. So KV Designs, that is my recommendation for you guys. We know that that really has an impact on the local listings, the rankings. A quick check of the photos. The ones we've looked at so far have been relatively good. We often find that photos aren't being updated and don't have many interior shots, but well done, guys. The ones we've looked at today have been great. I'm just going to give you one sort of side tip for everyone. One tip here, and it's just this see outside section here, just next to the photos on the top of your Google listing. It says see outside. That is basically your street view. That's where you are on the Google Map listing. Now I saw one earlier, and it was Coco Beauty Spa. I'm just going to go back to Coco Beauty Spa if we can just do that, and I just want to highlight the see outside on this one. It looks okay. But quite often what we see with these is that it's pointing at someone's house, or that the direction that it's pointing at is the wrong end of the street, or indeed the wrong position on the street itself. So basically you need to make sure that your see outside is representing your business in the right way. Make sure it's at least kind of pointing at your business as close as possible. And what we're going to show you in a minute is how to change that, even how you can tweak the see outside. So that's quite an interesting one. So final tip is the Google reviews. Now, Coco Beauty Spa has 41 Google reviews. We're just going to, I'll go back to one of the other clients that I've got here. 80 Beaufort. Let's do it back to wedding cars one. Okay, so they've got 31 reviews, fantastic. And then finally we'll do KV Designs again, and might be less. Yes, 7 reviews. Look, the thing that I want to highlight today is make sure that you're collecting Google reviews. So how do you get Google review? How do you get more reviews on Google? Well, the thing is, whatever you do, you need to improve. Everyone needs to look at their reviews on Google, because this is the biggie. It is more like 97% of people check reviews before they call you or inquire with you. Yes, it's as high as 97%. So bearing in mind that this is your brand on Google, you want to make sure that you've got plenty of good, positive reviews. And what I'd recommend is that even if you get a bad review, even if you get a poor review, that's okay. Everyone gets poor reviews now and again. You just need to respond to those poor reviews. As long as you're replying to them and responding to them, that looks so good and so powerful. So do get reviews and do respond to those reviews. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dive into the Google My Business platform quickly. And I'm going to go to one of the clients. We've got loads of clients in here, and some of the people that we help manage listings for. I'm just going to go into one of ours and have a look at the details that you can update, the things that I've recommended you do today. So all you do is, like I say, you go into the app and then you're straight in. And what you can do is you can control and update your Google listing right here. Okay, so I'm going to start with the info tab here. Within the info tab, you can update your opening hours. Very easy to do. Simply update them there. Very simple. You can even add special opening hours. And so for special seasonal times of the year, you can update those hours. And then you can even start to put things like services, some of the things that you do, some of the listings and services that you provide, get them in there. We'd recommend that you update this as much as you can. Business description, photos, it can all be done here. Now, what you can do is there's one final thing I want to show you guys once you've logged into the Google My Business listing. You can collect reviews really easily using a really short hyperlink. So I'm going to show you how you can collect reviews. So pen and paper needed here, because what you're going to have to do is log into your Google My Business listing and go to the Info tab. So make sure you're in the Info tab. Once you're in the Info tab, if you just have a look down and you'll see short name, add short name. Make sure that you all click on this, add short name. And what it allows you to do is create a little name for your Google My Business. So for example, this company is called AH Roofing Guttering Services. So it's given me a suggestion here, and I'm just going to use that because it's accurate to their business name. It might not be a short business name, but some of you might just want to use, for the Cocoa Beauty one, you might want to just put Cocoa/Cocoa. Now, I'm going to use this here, and I'll show you what happens. I click apply, and once I've done that short name, it will then give me a URL. So now what I've got is a link that takes people directly to my Google listing. So what I can do now is I can share this link instantly via Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, or even via email. So if you're collecting email addresses, go ahead and send that out to all of your customers via email and ask them to leave a review. Or if you just want to get that link and then pop it into an email to a happy customer that you've had, and say, hey, do you mind leaving us a review? Just click on the link. And then they'll just need to be signed into Google to leave a review. That's all. So that's how you can send over a link to get people to leave a review on your Google listing. Okay, so we think these things that we've shown you today are very, very powerful. We're only going to give you 5 things, but I would ensure that you update those 5 things today. And we're gonna leave it there, because what we want to do is each day we're going to do a short webinar like this, and we're going to give you 5 tips on as many things as we can, many things that will help drive revenue, cash to your business, and customers ultimately at this time. So we hope this has been useful. We've got some more key website recommendations to make tomorrow. One of which is how you can update your website to make sure that you're basically getting the right message out there for the COVID-19 challenges that you might face. So when I land on a website, really at the moment, you should have a COVID-19 message, just informing customers and potential customers how are you dealing with that, what kind of practices have you put in place, etc., etc. That builds a lot of trust with your potential customers or existing customers. So we'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow, but we're going to start to talk about the more COVID-19 tips and things like that. But ultimately, I'll be showing you how you can optimize your own website. So I'm going to end the screen share now. Turn screen share off. There we go. I hope that has been useful for everyone. Like I say, some big stuff coming tomorrow, and then on the next day and the next day, we've got more. We've got how you can get more followers on social media, what kind of content you can write on there as well, how you can manage and create a PPC campaign, to get more inquiries, how to manage your own budget. There's lots of little nice tricks coming. I hope everything's been good. Thank you so much for joining. Do make sure you join tomorrow at 2 p.m. We'll send another email out just in case everyone missed it. So thank you again, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.